don't want to give them their praise or like maybe the praise that they deserve because they haven't kind of won Worlds last year or this or that. So how do you feel about them and how do you feel about their chances overall? Do you feel they're a bit underrated?
I mean, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's underrated, honestly. They're actually the first seed. Yeah, they're doing really, really
What's
great.
it gonna be, Caedrel?
I think like DC
Bro, look at my jersey. You know which one I'm choosing. You can see it. You can see what I'm choosing, G2. Chill out.
Actually good team.
Chill out.
Especially DC is the biggest events in the you know, every single year it's actually happening. So no matter what, it's time to damn to prove.
Unzip the G2 jersey. Why? Why do you want to see my belly? What the fuck?
Yeah, they do.
No.
Yeah, you have a point?
Chill out.
No.
Actually winning on the international stage, actually completing those W's.
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe this is the last question I can ask you. LCK top laners or LPL top laners?
That's a tough question. I didn't know that was coming.
I actually know the answer. I'm gonna throw you under the bus.
Say LPL.
Here. In the caster room, he said Bin was the greatest
No,
top laner.
I'm out of the bus. Where's my buzz skills? But honestly, I mean, that's like
It's a
where,
good
Bro,
pick.
Cooney looks like he's untucked shirt with the tie. Looks like he's school style.
Especially this year. I think that's the most important thing, that missions that they actually have to complete. Otherwise, I think the LPL has a pretty good
stop
chance
being
to
weird.
win against LCK.
Why is this chat
Speaking
so
of
weird?
LPL top laners, after the break we will continue with our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz G2 Broken Blade
Mercedes-Benz.
versus Weibo Gaming's The Shy.
Why is this chat being weird? The Shy versus BB. Let's go, BB. Play Euphoria? No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to play Euphoria. 10 euros, minus 10. Sparky, where is the Shy jersey? The Shy jersey's over there. It fell on the floor. I can't pick it up, my back hurts. When I went to the bathroom, I pulled my back, so I need to stay seated. It hurts. It hurts! What?
Just running down the top side alongside a Doran.
We're going back in time to 2018 with our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz. G2 is plagued by memories of their last encounter against Weibo Gaming.
Weibo Gaming.
The Shy destroyed them with his legendary Atriox.
So many people! The Shy makes it happen!
For the first time since 2019, the Shy is back on the international stage, and he wants to raise the trophy in his home country once more. But in the way of that momentous occasion is the ever-confident Broken Blade.
On top as well, that stun out, there's no flash on the train before Cannon's like, just make it stop.
G2 have gotten their taste of victory at Worlds in 2023.
Yeah, G2! Woo!
BB is determined to make sure it is not their last. With a win for either side, the quarterfinals will be in sight. Can G2 rewrite the narrative and fell another Eastern Giant? Or will the Shy be their world ender once again?
Who knows? Once you play, God. Alright, ads are gonna run for the last time. You can use your Twitch Prime or your Tier 1 to avoid them. Live reaction of Piosik. He's so done. La 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 la. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Something's gonna happen in a second. Don't worry. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I forgot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here we go. Na, na, na. Come on. Na, na. I went to the end of time. Yeah, we get it. Come on. Euphoria, baby. Woo! Tonight. Where's the penguin? Where's Kellen? Kellen's right here. Kellen! Our good luck charm. Woo! We're not gonna use him today. They won't need him. 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 Yeah. Wow, that was a cool song. That was a really cool song. Alright, let's go. G2 versus Weibo.
Welcome back, everybody, to our second bout of games in the 1-0 pool. This time it's G2 Esports up versus Weibo Gaming. And
finish the coffee.
And of course, Hysterics as our LPL representative. We said it already, our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz is the top lane.
Woo!
Broken Blade versus
wow, BB versus the Shy.
This is such a cool matchup, I think, overall, Hysterics. And talk us through the Shy. He's back at Worlds, but what can we expect of him?
We can expect, I think, ultra pace. Just to quote someone out there. I think the biggest thing
ultra
about the
pace
Shy at the moment is he's really ramped up.
That's right. No, I mean, Broken Blade's gonna do well against him. I mean,
the Shy was a bit back and forth, a little bit inconsistent. You get into playoffs and then more importantly, regionals, and the Shy is back to consistently kind of winning lane. Yes, it's not always the cleanest gameplay, but I think we are getting near peak the Shy as we once remember.
You had this
semi-pace.
Why have you got to bring this back up?
How nice
semi-pace.
is it? How good did this feel?
You know what? The good
semi-pace.
thing about
Yeah,
this
not
is
too
that
hard.
none of the
Broken Blade
members
should be able
of
to
this
manage,
G2,
right?
I believe are on the current G2.
That's good.
Oh, I thought Caps was on that roster, but great.
It's Perks, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. We're fine. Yeah, no trauma. We're all good. We're totally fine. No problem.
No.
I mean, Caps also
Caps
has
got
members
blasted
from
by him in the
Yeah,
finals.
he does. Yeah, well,
let's not talk about
that. But I mean, Broken Blade is going to be his opponent. Now, I've been really optimistic with how he's been looking at this World Championship. Even you yesterday acknowledged like his great depth of champion pool, the fact that he's laning incredibly well.
I'm only afraid of Xiaohu. What do you mean why you're afraid of Xiaohu?
Because I mean, he had a good showing against Kana yesterday, but the Shy is someone that I have to
Caps got that.
Caps
Caps can handle that. Caps can
And maybe
handle
that's why I'm a
Xiaohu.
little bit worried. Like, I have to be completely
If they
honest
ban
here, confident in
Azir,
the Shy, but
Tristana,
Broken Blade will test him. I know it's only a
couple of other
BO1,
things, and they
so
might be fine.
maybe it won't go too far off kilter. But when you consider Broken Blade's champions, you think of things like the Yone top. Man, how does the Shy deal with it, and what form is he going to be going against this legend?
And overarching in this matchup, also G2 versus LPL overall, Worlds and MSI, 11 wins, 24 losses, 6 wins, 30 losses. They seem to have a problem with LPL playstyle because I think, of course, G2 also loves to play a skirmish.
Hold up, everyone relax.
Style,
Give me a minute.
It is very
Okay.
hard to out-skirmish fight an LPL who is so adept at it and can recognize all of the of the windows to fight.
This
is
is
that
really
correct
hard.
assessment?
I'm really nervous.
I think it is because I know G2 are very adaptable.
I'm really nervous.
What
I
love
really
about this team from the
I
early
really
season,
hope
you guys
G2
have
wins.
represented so many
I
times,
really hope.
is the fact that G2, you never know which lane they're going to play through. And I think that
I'm just a bit
could
nervous.
potentially pose some problems to the LPL. However, a lot of the top LPL teams here, including Weibo, are adaptable, as you've already seen out of Weibo.
Pump out the
so far.
Penguin. Nah, they don't need
It's a great
Kellen.
summary, yeah. One of the big reasons why I think G2 could get the edge over LCK teams was because sometimes they could be rigid in their approach and their champion
like
picks,
that.
whereas the LPL was often very willing to. Quintop is not something that would surprise the LPL, right? Like, they are more than happy to go toe-to-toe with G2 when it comes to creativity, so I'm excited to see what they pull out today.
Me too, and I'll remember what Jad said yesterday. If we, as EU
Use the Penguin, no.
representatives, want to have G2 be a real contender, this is a team
Yo,
you
Waff,
have.
thanks for the 10 gifted.
G2 100%. I'm
You
predicting
believe-
them to win.
You don't.
Of course I don't. I mean, even though I
10
sound a
gifted,
little
much love,
nervous,
bro.
I still believe in Weibo.
Well, there's one person who I really want to know who he's rooting for, so let's see. Caedrel.
Now, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, Caedrel, whose side are you on in this matchup between G2 and Weibo? Now, it's a really tough question. You know, it's kind of like watching your family fight against your lover. You know what I mean? Yeah, me neither. But family is blood, okay? And blood is thicker than water. It is. And because I'm a long-term European representative and a long-term European fan, G2 is my blood. And I would never support Weibo and the Shy over a European team. Especially not our best team, G2. Now, speaking to my new friend over here, Kellen, he's the new good luck charm of G2. It's called Kellen, for those who don't know, because he gives them free wins, which is quite nice. And we came to the conclusion that it's always bros before Weibos. Okay,
True.
So let's go G2.
Thank you, Caedrel, for that breakdown. There was something weird that kind of stuck out on that video, though, Wolf. Did you see
I
it
think
as well?
I don't think G2 has an undershirt as part of the jersey. I think that.
Whoa,
I have to zoom in on that a little bit, because I think
No,
they
that's
might
not
actually
true.
play on both
No!
sides. I gotta say, that's a little bit suspicious
Whoa,
what he's got
whoa!
down there. And
No!
also, like, I have to say, as an
No, why
aside,
did that-
calling out Kellen like that, I thought you were a big fan
no
of his
chill at all.
Renata Glass back in the day. You
Yo!
know? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Kellen, you were a big fan of Kellen before. That's not nice. That's a little bit inappropriate.
Oh, we're in
Times
draft.
change
Oh
and,
no, we're in
well,
draft. Oh no.
You can play both sides
no,
for this one.
everyone-
This one should be a really
We're
fun
in draft.
matchup. though,
Focus
Wolf.
up, focus
Jokes
up.
aside, I mean, this is
Yo, what
G2,
the fuck?
best
Why is
team
everyone
from
on
the
my
LEC.
case?
We got Weibo Gaming,
Yo!
the 4th seed coming
Yo,
in
leave me
from
alone.
the
Wow.
LPL. And to be
Don't
honest, you and I
zoom
looking at
in.
the matches
Don't
for
zoom
today,
in.
we thought
Okay?
this one
It's
could
an
be the
exclusive.
most even matchup,
It's exclusive.
just like
Listen,
the
they added the undershirt because it's Roman's shirt. You see that? The players complained on the first design that it was choking them a bit on stage, so they removed this off. But Roman didn't need a new one because he's not playing on stage, so they kept it. Now focus, shut up.
In this tournament,
Everyone
and
focus,
he's
shut up.
very fantastic getting those early cash-ins with his
Focus
team.
now, shut up.
We'll see on the other side of things,
Listen.
the Rumble is gone, the Poppy, the Jarvan taken away here.
Orianna
And
first
Maokai
pick, that's great.
Kurban, and this means Caps
Oh, no, they
can
might get
that
his ear.
Orianna
Oh,
here. They're
shit.
going to prioritize it here for first
They might
pick.
get his ear.
Well, there's a lot open
They might
and
get
available
Xayah
right
too.
now. Of course, the Rakan, the
They might get Alistar, or they
both
might get
the Xayah,
Rakan.
The Kai'Sa. So on red side here, yeah, you gave the Orianna, but you get 2 picks that you could prioritize now as Weibo Gaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
super
no,
excited
they got
about
us here.
some
No, that's
facility
fine,
as
that's
well,
fine.
So I'm kind of glad that
Oh,
we saw
no.
these 2 bans just to see what
No,
else you might play.
don't get
A lot of
Xayah
Skaven,
too.
A lot of Kalista, obviously.
Don't
but
get
even
Xayah.
some Neela, some Kai'Sa thrown in there. Also the Senna once. So let's see what he eventually does end up with. But for now, as you mentioned, on the side of Weibo Gaming, looking for what they will go for. The Orianna, generally, you know, a control mage doesn't have a lot of escapability, so maybe trying to shut it
What
down.
are
with
they
smart engagement.
doing?
The Vi and the Kai'Sa is being hovered right now.
Now looking to lock the Kai'Sa over the Xayah, over the Rakan here.
I would
Over
love
late,
Xayah
a
Rakan
little
here
bit
for G2.
locked
I think it would be
in. Is
amazing.
here
Kog'Maw Braum,
Hover,
Xayah
a little bit
Rakan.
indicative of what we might
You
see in
know,
that third slot,
that
but
would
you
be,
definitely don't need to
bro.
get it on
Give me
R1
some of
or
those.
R2, just simply because they've already
We can
walked
drop
in and
jungle,
they can't
maybe.
deny you that
Can we drop
peek and
jungle?
get some
Sejuani, Lee
additional
Sin,
information
Diego.
first.
Yeah, we can
Let's
drop.
see how the response
I
is
think
going to
Xayah
be here
Rakan
now
or Kog'Maw
for the
Braum.
side of G2.
Yeah,
you
that-
can
no,
hop
that's
down to
amazing, that's
favorite
amazing.
Divya. He's already got the Orianna locked in.
That's amazing, because
They'll
they have to
match
pick
the
a 0 on
Kai'Sa
3 and they
with
can't pick
Xayah
Alistar.
here.
We can ban it.
Because Rakan is still open and available, you have
We can ban
given
Alistar
both
or
now
not.
to the bot duo here of G2.
Yo,
I
pick
expect
Rakan,
they'll
Mickey.
Yeah,
take it.
you know, Well, I was hoping that maybe Onsama would play something a little bit off.
It's
the
really
ball,
good into
but
Vi.
it might just be the Xayah Rakan to come through. Now, they haven't picked the Rakan just yet. Definitely a consideration here alongside of that Xayah.
Hey, what are you thinking about? Thinking about Cassante? Denial from the Shy? Yeah, the Shy Cassante, that would be tough. Nah, they go that.
It's just going to be straight standard here from the side of G2. You get that first pick, Orianna, followed it up with Xayah Rakan.
Now, you will lose the Alistair here
Oh,
as
no.
Weibo if you decide to lock in Xiaohu's
Oh, no,
Azir.
Azir.
The expectation is that pick is just
That's
so
not that bad.
right now, so valuable. And Xiaohu's a fantastic Azir player, so he is going to look to lock it in. His most played here in the LPL.
Bro, what is this tweet?
And, I mean,
What is that tweet?
Alistair,
Yo, I just told you.
You
The t-shirt got redesigned. I got the old one.
If G2 are going to put that focus on Crisp here in the second part of the draft, or if they
I'm not
want
a
to give
fraud. I'm
Broken
not a
Blade
fraud.
here
Relax.
a little bit more power, try to focus away the Shy.
Okay,
But
they should
then
ban
against
Alistar
the
Nautilus
Shy
here. That would be
with
great
his
for us,
eclectic
G2.
champion
Actually,
pool,
no.
Pretty tough to pull off.
Yeah, ban Nautilus. Yeah. Crisp is a good Nautilus. Yeah, Nautilus Alistar ban. That would be great, G2.
Where they do go with some of these
Weibo
bans.
could ban Viego Sejuani.
On the first one here from Weibo, will they target that top laner or maybe take away from
Renekton.
that already a little bit shortened jungle pool? But no, it's just going to be the Renekton, a stock standard.
Why
one
is this
there
chat?
for Broken Blade. They're gonna take
Why
that
is this
one
chat
off the
being
board
so
already.
weird?
Yeah,
Yo,
that's going to get locked
chill
away
out.
here from Broken
Relax, we
Blade
got a long
first.
game
And
ahead of us.
Now let's see if they're going to pinch Crisp a little bit. Obviously, the Alistair, the Nautilus, those are the two big picks you're looking at with this composition. Follow up for the
See, look,
Vi, or
G2
set
loves
up
it.
for
Bros
the Vi,
before
and then the
Weibos.
Emperor's the
Yes,
Vi.
Nautilus
So,
ban. Yes,
very
Crisp is
simple here
insane
to
on
keep the
Nautilus.
focus
That's
on
a good
those picks that
ban.
are going to be high value no matter what
Yep.
in terms of how this comp can front to back. Or
Now ban Alistar. Oh no, what if he goes Leona? Oh no.
It's going to be that
Well, if he ban Alistar and he goes Leona on 4, is that fine?
Very deadly duo in the mid lane here. It's one that the Ike is very, very well versed on. So I think this is a great ban. Let's see if that
that fine?
Alistair's going to get now taken
Oh
away
no,
here from
maybe we should have banned
Weibo.
Leona.
A lot of
Oh
follow-up.
fuck.
You can use the
Is it even
Alistair
worth to
set
ban
up
Alistar
the
now?
Vi, then the follow-up comes through from the light on that Kai'Sa. Azir can shuffle in. This seems like a no-brainer to take that top-tier support pick away.
Jax, yeah, it's not worth
It
to
is
ban
going to
Alistar.
be the Jax that does get taken off the board here.
It's not worth to ban Alistar. They have Alistar Leona. Yeah, it's a good ban by G2. Good ban, good ban. I'm glad they took away the Nautilus out of the 3 though. Alistar, Nautilus, Leona, Crisp. Ooh. Gotta take away that Nautilus. Alright, what do we got?
Another pick for that top side, or if they want to wait for
Cassante, the Shy Cassante!
has been kind of
That's
that
fine.
blind pick that everybody is going for.
With Jax
especially
ban,
Jax off the
we can
board.
play Gwen,
Set
right?
one up.
Mickey, you know, you never know what you're going to see
We can
here
play
in
Gwen.
terms of his champion pool. But he's already locked in the Rakan. I got scared there for a second. And,
Gwen, Viego,
with these hovers,
Sejuani,
don't
Gwen.
talk about the hovers, Wolf. Don't talk about the hovers. Not entirely sure what Hansam was trying to say with these, but see what we're going to see for Broken Blade here.
Yone!
Counter pick, and Yone!
Yone Rel!
The Rel.
The Shy is not
And
impressed.
Yone comes out here for Broken Blade.
PogChamp,
already just got
nice.
more interesting.
I mean, this is
That's
just
crazy.
combos in team
That's a
fights.
cool
We often
draft.
Call these types of compositions circle compositions. If you put the Rel ultimate down, the Orianna ultimate follow-up, you've got Rakan, you've got Yone ult, and the Feathers as well. And rather than going for the Alistair pick
Woo!
here, it looks
Alright,
like Chris
you know
was
the
gonna
drill,
go back
chat.
to
You
an
can
old
use your
favorite
tier
here,
1 or
the
Twitch
Leona,
Prime to avoid
in order to
ads
look
before
for
the game
more
starts.
single
After
target
draft, you know the drill,
damage.
we
This
always
is
run
going to
them.
be a battle
You can
of
sub to
G2
avoid
as
ads for the whole of
composition
Worlds.
that can combo you in any fight.
You don't have to if you don't want to,
Extremely
because you'll never
simple.
miss any of the
You've got set
gameplay.
up on an objective,
Let's
it's
go,
extremely
G2. This is
difficult
good.
for
This is a
Weibo
good
to
draft.
enter. But G2 relies on their composition working together. It has to be a 5-man unit to win 5v5 team fights. Whereas on the other side, Weibo have great disengage
Where's my...
with
Here it
this
is.
Alistair.
Let's crack
They have a
open
little bit
some
of peel with the Leona,
Demi
and their
Soda
single
while we see
target
G2
pull-up
roll.
is actually insane. So it's going to be difficult for Caps to side lane the late game, for example. They need to be aware of Weibo Gaming
Ooh, that tastes
snowballing
great.
this out of control.
The Azir here for Xiaohu definitely going to be something to look towards, as we've had a bunch of our mid lanes here already, not to mention a one scout who has already shown that, hey,
It's
Azir's
not an
pretty
ad.
good.
What do you mean
So
ad?
who's going to come in and say, pretty good at
Bro,
this.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Orianna versus Azir there in the mid lane. Nothing changes. The more things change, the more things stay the same as we do get this one.
All right, everyone,
This
stop
matchup.
spamming the
G2
chat.
versus Weibo
Stop being
being a
weird.
pretty
It's
interesting
G2
one
versus
for
Weibo.
This head-to-head in this best-of-one Swiss stage definitely feels like a
Focus
fresh
up.
new look.
Shy back to
The Shy is back. He is
Talked
back.
about some of that history
It's a good title for a song.
Worlds, his history
If
with
you weren't a
G2.
G2 fan.
And this matchup is
But I am.
that we're so lucky to have this early on in the Swiss stage. I think a matchup that people were absolutely looking forward to here. And Weibo Gaming, this is going to be a bloody game, one way or the other, because it's all combos, all fighting for G2.
It's a shame Crisp is on a hook champ.
For Weibo, they have to try to look for those single targets.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
It's going to be a good one, Valdez.
Oh, it's going to be a banger. You just know from the second you saw this matchup. So let's jump onto the Rift for this game.
Mods, pop the gamba.
Sixth one of the day. G2 up against Weibo Gaming to see
Yone top.
Team is going to end up 2-0
Into Cassante
on the day.
That's right. These teams did both win their initial matchups.
Use
Kellen out, but G2 did take a pretty dominant win.
Bro, leave Kellen alone. Kellen only has so many charges. We can't use a Kellen charge for this. G2's already 1-0. Let's not waste it. Let's not waste the Kellen charge. Yo, we saved that for when they play. This is a 4th seed team. This should be. Oh, this is a free win for us. Okay? 4th seed team, bro. We're not using the Kellen OP tech. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Try to get out with a best of 3 and just be in good position for the future. As we do take a look at some of the runes.
Hail of Blades is here.
There for the Azir in mid lane here for Xiaohu.
That's what Showmaker did, right?
Trades early on. We'll see how much that affects this early game, especially against this Orianna that has been kind of taking some big wins in the solo 1v1.
Ooh, BB's going for the level 1 onto. This is great for G2.
Disrupt Weiwei here on his
nice.
red buff start. Yeah. Slow him down substantially, but won't be able to get much from it. Will of course drop a ward. Get some additional information.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good idea, just in general. I mean, Weiwei has been such a immense force in these early games, and just trying to get a read on exactly where he's starting is going to be good. Now, we'll have to wait and see how much this affects.
What's happening
top? This Broken Blade is already getting bullied.
Fuck, BB, you need to dodge those.
On this Cassante, which has been a big success pick so far here at Worlds. But Broken
nice
Blade
try. Nice try at the hit.
Top Yone. This is something we don't
nice try on the hit.
No, certainly not. Punished a little bit here by
nice ward level 1.
Weiwei transfers that information over. Uh-oh.
We can live that.
Side,
oh no, what's happening?
Big
side lanes are struggling a bit. It's okay.
Bottom lane.
It's okay.
Just he's got a biscuit. He'll be okay.
Be okay.
Gotta respect that level 2.
Yeah, get him caps.
Yeah. And I was just going to mention, you know,
there's a ward.
The Shy looking to punish Broken Blade, harassing Weiwei.
He's going to take his bot camps.
Gets a nice push, gets level 2 first, and we'll see how this matchup shakes out. But down here on the bottom side, this could be
that was a good reaction from Light. That was a good reaction from Light.
Pretty early on, does get the flash and the ghost out of Light. So
that was a good reaction from Light. Respect.
On the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, not much Weiwei can do about this right now either. He's going to come over here, see Yike on this blue buff. We're going to have a little bit of a smite fight.
Caps, you okay?
Head to head. We have it in the mid lane as well, as that one is going to go over to Weiwei.
Can we live here? Can we live?
Here from Weibo Gaming gets
nice
the
flash
out of Yike. Mickey Ash is going to walk this one out as well.
Okay, a lot of action here, no kills, but it is very much the bloody game we expected. Now, nobody dies here, but constant pressure everywhere. I mean, starting with Broken Blade, now he's proxying
nice,
the minion wave here
top.
Away from the Shy. He harassed Weiwei, then we see a fight.
Now Yike needs to clear his top camps, but Weiwei's up a few camps now. Wasted a bit of time.
It's
okay,
they got
Kai'Sa
flash. Is going to come out on top here in terms of the farm with how many resources Yike committed there.
Yike coming in here, level 3. That's generally the sweet spot for Jungle Rel. And now with the Hex Flash, trying to get it going on to Xiao, who will just be able to shuffle away. As just barely out of range was Yike.
Yeah, you mentioned the trade that
what is this chat spamming?
The Airy versus the Hail of Blade. Xiao ends up getting a lot more damage done in that scuffle earlier. Is trying to relieve that pressure as Weiwei, meanwhile, going to continue to further his farm lead.
Who do you guys want to win in chat? Just curious.
Away with some of that mid-prio. Mid-prio is so important here in the Swiss stage so far. You can get so many incremental advantages
G2.
from this, and Yike,
everyone's saying G2.
Will be scouted out here by Mickey.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I'm glad there's a lot of G2 fans in the chat.
He's just going to say hello. Doesn't really amount to too much else. Yeah, Caps just take a big chunk from Xiaohu, but he will be okay. Still holding on to the teleport. Probably just going to clear this one back away and get back into lane. Mickey already out on the map. This has been very critical for many different regions. We see this a lot in the LCK.
Game's even. That's good.
Big time roaming supports, level 3, level 4.
I want this game to be close, okay? Because obviously I'm a bit biased to both teams, okay? So I don't want it to be a stomp on either side. I want it to be a close game. I want it to be a gulag of a game. I want the person who wins the game to earn it.
as a Doran's ring, so can hold on.
I don't want it to be a level 1 cringe lord game like the NRG game. Or the Baron flip strategy from G2 where they should have ended earlier.
Very close. You see
I want a clean one.
Closer to hitting that one right now. Broken
from
Blade
both
has
sides.
An advantage here. Weiwei on the top side of the map with that back for Yike. See if any action happens there. It looks like it is.
Yeah, a bit of action. You know, Yone putting his face into the enemy, as he generally does.
Putting his
Broken
what?
Blade, I think if you're going to pick this
Putting his what?
pick, generally you want to be doing stuff with it. You don't want to just sit back and farm. So, like to see how proactive he is being in that top lane as we're taking a look at the XP. And Level claps the first one to hit level 6. Broken Blade following up right behind him.
Yeah, Xiaohu will be hitting his as well right now as he returns to lane. Level 6
nice
here,
guessing.
Tough to hit against the Shy, but wants to potentially pull Weiwei out of the jungle.
600 gold lead, yes!
Where that Vi is, as, you know, the level 6 timing for Yone into a Cassante is not an all-in timing, but level 6 very strong at looking for a pick.
Oh, we're ganking mid. He learned from Adam.
Here, potentially, as he is going to hide that he's here, coming down now.
Oh no,
Xiaohu
yeah, dash.
has shuffled, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
unlucky.
We want to take a moment to
Nice try.
present our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz in the top lane. Broken Blade versus the
They're gonna get
Shy.
early Drake, though.
Obviously,
They're gonna get early Drake.
Two big names in the scene for quite
they're
a
not going
while
Drake.
now, and just getting even
Why aren't they going
spicier,
Drake?
I think, with some of the picks. You know, maybe not the Cassante, but very curious to see the Shy back on this one and Broken Blade to see if he can challenge him in this featured
It's a bit late now.
matchup on the top side with the Yone.
Lot of
they're still
posturing
going.
around this dragon right now. Xiaohu
He's down
has
a level, though.
6, of course, Caps does as well. It's all about
Hence not gonna
positioning
get 6.
here.
Is he gonna get 6?
Those two
No, he's
very impactful mid ultimates here on the first Drake fight. G2 going to start this one up. Chris
Weibo might
very
give
well
this.
aware of this, and it is just a tug
Let's see.
of war battle
Xiaohu
right
gets
now
level
in
7.
terms of trying to grab that control. Light
Yike is taking
very
so much
far
damage from
away,
Dragon.
though.
It's going to be interesting to see if Weibo can actually collapse onto this one. Light eventually does make his way, and this is a very slow dragon
so
that is
bad.
going down right now, and already they're going to get that poke on the Hansama, and immediately G2
nice
just
try.
going to back away. It
Nice
is
try.
one singular Cloud Drake, but that is the first objective going into the hands of Weibo Gaming.
And Xiaohu is able to just kind of keep Caps at bay there, and the threat of this
happened there?
shuffle is so great that G2 can't get the positioning they're looking for. Is up here, a bit of a trade once again. The Shy eats a bunch of damage. Broken Blade still holding onto that ultimate.
Yeah, he's looking for it, I think. He got Caps coming up to the top side as
Yeah,
well.
I don't think we can dive either. I don't think we can dive.
Immediately going back to the mid lane. So not going to amount to too much, but you can see that G2, those solo
Nice.
laners were considering
3
a
CS
play
up top.
on the top side, but
That's big.
You know, diving a Cassante can be risky business, especially if you don't know where Weiwei is, so they're just going to let it go.
Yeah. Rift Herald spawning
Can I
here in
time out
15
fraud
seconds, trying
spammers?
to force out the jungler,
Who
trying
are
to
they
get
even
some
spamming? Bro,
resources
why are you
there.
even writing
We knew
fraud?
this top
Shut up.
matchup was going to be fire. And we're always on the edge of our seat every time it goes up there. And you see Broken Blade taking one of these aggressive
Who
trades,
are
but the
you
Shy
talking
still
to?
Sitting at half health here. As coming up is Weiwei. Yone obviously has his ultimate and flash for escape. Let's see how well he can react here if Weiwei does commit.
I
He's
think
got
BB
flash,
can
he's
live
in
here.
range.
Yeah, BB can live.
Let's see how this one goes. Yike just getting to work on this Rift Herald, and Weiwei says, well, lane's pushing in a Broken Blade. Broken Blade playing this one very
It's so sad.
respectfully. He lets
Why are the
wave
two
push
teams
him
that I
in.
want to win
say that,
Worlds
now
playing
he's
against each other?
stepping up straight into the Vi. The combo comes in.
Unlucky,
Can they
BB,
take
unlucky.
him out? Yes, they can. No flash, no hope for Broken Blade as the Shy and Weiwei put it together. And now with the all-out, the Shy is looking for a little bit more. Now Caps coming on in here, looking to get punished.
Guys, we gotta run. We gotta run,
It's a
maybe.
huge wobble combo. Does
Nice!
go from G2,
Oh!
turning around, but Xiaohu says no. He will turn it back, but he just
Yeah!
damage, and G2 will end up with the win in this fight.
Weibo, eyes bigger than the
Nice!
stomach there. You've got the win. You've got that pick on the Broken Blade. Set up for a reset there and control around the Herald. They commit
Good
too
turn, good
far
turn.
there,
They were getting cocky.
and
We punished
ultimately
them.
end up getting turned on. Caps with a very
Cocky.
fantastic ultimate there as the engage comes through. And Xiaohu can engage from so far away. He's got Shuffle, he's got Flash, right? And he's got his ultimate, but they don't have enough damage in this early game, and it backfires in a big way. As the dust settles, G2, 1,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, definitely a big win for G2 now. Yikes, still in the river as Xiaohu flashless could look for something on the top side, but it doesn't look like they want that. G2, they're going to be the ones that settle it.
Herald,
they're
nice,
gonna be
Herald.
the ones that get that early lead, and they say, hey,
Yep.
there's a free Rift Herald right here. We can just take it. As you were saying, Wolf, maybe Weibo could have looked that direction as well, but instead G2 going to end up in the lead with a couple of nice plays.
Yeah, just a little bit of greed there will backfire. The initial play.
Why belt
around
first?
that
Isn't it 'cause he's
control
going Radiant
was so
Virtue?
smart. As the Shy drops a ward and sees the bad news, they of course
Look,
do
bot
not
CS.
have control of the scuttle, so that's
Yeah,
the
it's
only
great.
idea
20
he's
CS
gonna
lead
have
bot.
to confirm
20 CS lead
that
bot.
is
They're winning out
being
top
taken.
fights.
We'll
They got
see it
Herald.
before his
They
very
lost Drake,
eyes.
which is
We'll just
unlucky,
return
but it's
to
okay.
lane. So
Doesn't matter.
Objective goes over to G2 on top.
Doesn't matter.
Of the now
Mid is good situation
1200
because there's 0 no
gold lead
flash.
have.
They can't
Sitting
shuffle
very
mid.
pretty in this
Nice.
game.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if they can continue with this pressure. Just 1,000 gold.
Buy
lead,
ult is
but
up, though.
with the Rift Herald in their hands, might look to extend it even further. Bottom lane going very well for G2. We haven't seen too
Radiant
much
Virtue
action
already.
down here, but
Nice.
still 22 CS in the lead is Hansama right now, and on that Xayah, you know he's going to be looking to scale up just a bit.
How did you feel about this one, EU?
What are they doing?
Representative
What are they even
Vedius, who
trying?
suddenly appears?
They have mid push and Mickey's first.
I don't know if my mic is on yet. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Vedi.
Excellent, great. Yeah, so let's break this replay down because, oh, what an immaculate play here from Caps.
I agree.
We saw Broken Blade getting attacked by 2 members of Weibo. Really great gank setup on the top side. Xiaohu with what looked like a great flank, but I think it overforced Weiwei,
it
giving
did.
G2 the opportunity to turn things around. Now they
Yep.
find themselves with a pretty healthy gold lead, and
They do.
the moment that G2 are in a gold lead, I saw this as an opportunity to get involved in the cast. So welcome, gentlemen. It's a pleasure to cast with you both.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have you up here. You're our G2 person, and every time G2 starts to win,
Nice
the
Herald
matchup,
bot.
people are a little bit nervous
Yeah,
about
get
you
Crisp,
here.
that fraud.
Here we go, another fight.
Vedius just appears right at the right time. G2 are winning, Vedius is here, and now G2 is here, and the bottom side Crisp is just
Nice.
gone as G2 dive and pick up the easy
And we're safe
pickings
top.
underneath this turret. Weibo Gaming trying to get something up on the top side with some pressure, but G2, another big proactive play.
G2 just continuing to put the pressure on here. One small tempo advantage, and they're starting to
Good
take
pressure.
more and more off of the map. Grabbing plates here, bottom side, grabbing Crisp. And that gold lead is exploding now, still 1,500. But look at the CS difference here between Hansama and Light. This Xayah about to come online.
Yeah, I mean, G2 doing a great job so far of finding these small advantages.
Good
Of
early
course, it's
game
not
lead for
ballooned
G2. As long as they get
anything
this
into
next Drake,
anything
Caps is
extremely
basing, has
fragile.
mythic,
10
TP's back.
seconds, a lot of resets coming through from them.
But they're running out to
meaning that
cover
the next
top. This
objective
could be a
that they're
mistake by
likely looking to
G2.
contest is this Dragon, but you can already see Weibo back
They
on
might
the
lose.
map,
Yeah, they're
ready
going to lose
sell
Dragon
that
if they cover
vision.
top. So
Xiao
Rel's
with the push in
backtracking.
mid.
Good. Good.
Caps
Nice.
does, of course, have the teleport. 1 CS off that level 10, but Weibo in a much better position for the time
BBS
being.
TP to match.
And the Kraken
The
Slayer's
the
picked
Shy.
up here for Hansama, so he was able to, with that additional gold, he picked up bottom side. Shy
Blade is looking for something here, or at least the Shy is looking to punish perhaps. Who's going to win out
Nice
this
try,
one?
nice
Broken
try.
Blade has to go back, and
They lost
meanwhile,
Dragon.
The Dragon you guys were talking about is going into
They need to
the
play quicker on
hands
Dragon.
of Weibo Gaming down
They're
on the
playing
bottom
too
side.
defensive.
The Shy does have teleport, of course.
Too
if they
defensive
wanna
on covering.
hard come into this fight, he can just
They get-
back
they
and
get-
teleport
they get
this
si-
up
they
at
get
the cost
Xante
of
TP.
Some plate gold here. Does pick up some items. This is going to come up here to the top side to defend plates.
What happened to top
This
CS?
is going to cost them a lot of
Now
control.
BB will
on the bottom
catch
side of
up.
the map.
BB will catch up.
Right
Mountain
now,
Soul.
it's looking pretty good for G2 with no major objectives on the map to play for. You're starting to look for these outer towers. You can see G2 with Yike mainly focusing his attention towards the bot side of the map, wanting to try and secure this outer objective so that they can actually unlock that bot lane and maybe even move them top, move them mid. If an opportunity arises to get more plates, those will be falling off within the next minute.
Everyone spam
Caps with his
XPP.
TP
Everyone
mid,
spam
but uses
XPP.
that pressure to then
Reset
rotate
the
down
chat.
towards bot
Reset the
side.
chat. Everyone
They're
write
kind of
XPP.
abandoned top at this
The
point,
chat's being
but they know that
cringe.
Broken
Shut
Blade
up.
is just going to continue to pick up farm and be this kind of split push threat later on. Domestically, we often saw him go for the hull breaker and be this split pushing.
Oh, Hans has no cleanse. Where's the reaction time at? Where's the reaction time at?
Finally goes into the Featherstorm. He's still alive, and he goes to the push. Light
Oh.
finally takes him out. That was getting pretty close to him getting away, but Weibo will be able to punish in the end. Not able to respond on time. It's a double kill into the hands of Light.
Caps will pick up 175 gold here on the plates that are falling off. You just mentioned Vedius, but this does take a lot of the wind out of the sails here of G2. And
That sucks.
you can understand the play here. Hansama, he is Xayah. He has flash. He has
Needs to be
ultimate.
quicker on the ult.
He's got neither now, and it is in the death chamber because he overextends into this very aggressive Crisp.
Really nice ult from Crisp. Caught Hansama completely unawares. Doesn't have the cleanse available. He should have just ulted that out of respect. But with Weiwei in the area, the fact that he was able to survive this long is very surprising. Mickey with a really good 3-man charm, but it's not quite enough. The flash commit from Weibo, they find themselves 2 kills.
Yeah, Mickey here just kind of an additional casualty as well.
What are they doing, bots?
Double
Yeah, it didn't
goes
react to the
over
Leon ult
to
very well.
Kaisa.
Didn't react to the
That
Leon ult. Now they're going to lose
Lethality
top
has
tier
so
1
much
as well.
Damage, and it's going to get even worse here. The game is evened up now quite substantially. Second Rift Herald spawns at 70, and Weibo are looking to take out this top
The
fight.
Shy is up 800
Shy,
gold.
currently the biggest lead they hold. and the MasterCard lane economy snapshot.
It's gonna be up more after top tower.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
This counter pick's not really working, is it?
Kill down on the bottom side. G2's bottom lane have just
Counter pick's not really working.
Advantages earlier on, besides going down eventually to light, that they're just ahead. They take
One level up as well.
Down there.
Yo!
They're going to be feeling pretty good about their chances moving into the mid game.
I mean, it's
They're
important to
camping
remember
top.
that gold lead is a little deceptive given
I wouldn't say they're camping top. I mean,
but still, as you're right, G2
G2 did punish the top camp,
now.
you know?
As we enter the mid game, we're looking
So I
at
wouldn't say they're camping
spawning.
top.
This is going to be really
They lost the
important
top
for
fight.
breaking open
They
this
lost.
mid tier 1. Both Orianna and Azir, very difficult champions to siege against. And when you kind of look at the AD carries, they don't have the longest range. They have to get quite up close and personal to take those towers down. So Herald is going to be really important to unlock the mid lane and then unlock the enemy jungle to really start being more proactive on the map.
And in order to win this Rift Herald fight, I think G2 need to group here quickly as fast as they can to set up for those combos we were talking about in the draft. You've got an Orianna, you have a Yone.
It's only a 400 gold lead. 1 minute 40 on Drake. G2 have to fight Drake.
Very difficult for Weibo
G2 have to fight Drake.
They've got decent range.
Light might get dust bait before Drake though.
Choke point and use it, as right now Vision going in favor of G2
BB
here
strong,
as well.
level 11.
Control ward. This Rift Herald fight is going to be so difficult for Weibo to break through since they don't currently have Prio there.
Herald start is risky.
Yeah, a bit of vision here in the pit for now.
Very
Yike
risky.
Gonna get this one
Zhao was
started,
base
but
timer with
immediately
TP.
Crisp and the Shy looking to collapse. Yike in a little bit of trouble. He has to
nice
flash
flash.
the ult, even with the teleport behind
Nice flash.
him. So immediately just evacuating out of there as fast as he possibly could.
Really nice play from Weibo. Their collapse was so fast.
It was a nice play by Weibo.
Xiaohu to cut off the escape route from Yike, forcing his flash.
Let's see
G2,
this
they
fight.
still want to contest this.
Let's
Caps
see
is
this
on
fight.
his way.
G2 looks like they might have
But
to drop
I
it.
don't think they're really in a great position to do so. They have to walk through so
Maybe they
much
play from
vision.
mid tier 1.
The map is very dark, but Yike and Mickey will lead the way.
They want this Herald so badly. It looks like they're going to try to commit anyways. Caps in position for an ult, but he's not going to commit.
No, I don't know if they're going to get mid tier 1.
There's
There's no Leona ult though.
Trade of this one, so well, I say that immediately. Weibo able to take on over, and now they barely find Caps. He's gonna get combo now. Shy in a little bit of trouble here as the Yone's on top of him, and he's just trying to get to safety here. But there's just too many.
Nice, nice. That's free Drake.
Down in the bottom river.
Nice.
And the Shy does go down here, fairly tanky, but not tanky enough to look for that much aggression. Great flash there from Caps, reacts quickly. But I think the bigger story here is that the Herald.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
That mid turret in trade, which is essentially
what is he
what they
doing?
wanted to do with the Herald in the first place. So yes, a small casualty here for the Shy, but I loved how Weibo Gaming wrapped around the backside, completely avoided going to the choke
bad.
G2 was set up, and now
Lil bro thinks he's been.
This felt very much like a classic The Shy play. You kind of look at the map and Weiwei saying,
did
hey, can we
Fedius
look
say?
for something here? He started walking away. Xiaohu is literally going top, and the Shy's like, I'm making a play, guys. The rest of Weibo weren't
Yeah,
really
we
on
didn't
the
see
same
the Shy
page.
much
They
yesterday,
couldn't really offer much
but
assistance, and he ends up giving his life.
Yeah, the Cassante power can be.
But now we're seeing it. The power of the Shy. Here it is again. Look at this.
Now he's basically doing it again. He's in the front, but he's just going to go down for free. As Weibo, they're trying to get this dragon. Will they even do so? Yes, they will. The smite comes in. But G2, they're looking for more. Mickey on the engage. He does find Crisp, and that will be 2 kills into the hands of G2.
Nice!
For the dragon.
If you want to put a positive spin on it, the Shy dies in mid. They save the turret. The Shy dies around Drake. They are able to secure the Drake, which is sole point here from Mountain, which is going to be incredibly powerful for this Cassante, and how tanky he's going to be later on. As meanwhile,
oh boy, well, Xiaohu, he's been caught out. He's been found out. And it looks like eventually he will just go down to the turrets, try to give this kill over to the Rakan.
Nice!
Let's see if he can. Yes, he will. No assist even there for Caps. So Mickey with a nice little solo kill.
Yeah, that gold advance is just ballooning for Mickey right now. The support gap is astronomical. But
mid tower.
Hansama looking to finally take this tower down. Nice flash.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get flashed on and finally goes for the late ult once again. And this
yeah!
like he might just get
no!
Nice.
Fuck! That was clean by Weiwei. Damn! That was pretty clean. That was pretty clean by Weiwei. That was pretty clean.
Love that play from Weiwei using Mickey as a means to get the execution onto Hansama. Mickey, he could have potentially given the heal to Hans, but he wanted to make sure that there was enough space between him and the jungler. But let's have a look at some,
I can see what the Shy is doing here, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
he does this so they can secure Drake.
That this actually ends up keeping G2 at bay.
Sadly, we couldn't get there in time to steal it. Nice try by Mickey as well. Nice try. It was a good secure. I can see what he was going for.
Of course, they will lose Crisp on the backside of this as well. That gold lead is mounting, but at least they have that objective advantage. And you can see how desperate G2 are to get this mid turret because they don't have a lot of range. Finally, they have a wave
That was
here,
clean.
but
That
they're
was
just
super
not
clean.
quite able to do it.
Your
I mean,
mic and camera
that's the
unsynced.
second
Yeah,
time now we've seen
if you
Hansama
pause and
not
play,
really
it'll fix it.
respecting his opponents
If you
there.
pause
We
and
saw
play,
it in
it'll
the
fix
bot
it.
lane getting ulted by Crisp. We see it again here with a great initiation from Weiwei. The gold is dead even. G2 do have the gold lead, but 3 dragons in the back pocket of Weibo mean that I feel like in terms of map state, they're in a very confident position because now the Baron becomes a difficult
1K
thing to
gold
play
lead.
around. Oh, you want to contest this for the 3rd dragon? Well, maybe we just give it up in favor of securing a Baron for ourselves.
And Xiaohu having teleport is
Who has
really
a better late
important
game?
coming into these upcoming objective fights because
I
as we've
think
seen before,
maybe G2
Weibo
has better
do
late
love
game.
to flank using their teleports
No joke.
to get around G2's choke point.
I don't know, I think
Yone
Yone-
that prio, when they do have that
Yone
vision
Oriana
set up,
Xayah is
you can
pretty
see right
fucking
now,
strong.
Weibo having a ton of control over
Yone
the
Oriana
Baron
Xayah is pretty
itself,
strong.
2.5 minutes to go on that next dragon. Xiaohu, he's still sitting on 1 item, doesn't have that Nashor's Tooth just yet, so they don't have the damage to
What
rush
mythic
this
does
down.
Yone go, by the way?
They're
Does he
gonna
go
look
IE?
elsewhere on the map as G2 come
Does
up
he go
here
IE?
just to secure a little bit more vision.
Yeah, this is kind of exactly what we expected coming
No
into
Gale
this
Force?
matchup. G2 and Weibo Gaming to be very evenly matched up, and it's been a bit back and forth, but as you said, Vedius, the gold pretty much even here, under 1,000 the difference, so it could be anybody's game.
2 items on
We'll have to wait
Kaisa,
and see
2
if
items on
Weibo
Xayah.
can utilize
I
those
think
strengths
Weibo's
and
Baron
enough
is really
pressure on the
quick.
map to
Needs to be
actually
careful for Nashor's as here,
move
Baron
on to
rush.
a lead here as we move into the later stages of the game.
Yeah, I think when we look at later stages of the game, these mid laners are going to be the most important part, right? Azir versus Orianna, their impact can't be underestimated. The Baron is being started by G2.
Ward's missed. They know.
Yeah, and this blue ward is going to come down as well, so G2 know that
G2
they are
Baron.
spotted in some sense, even if it's a bit
G2
late,
Baron.
they're still going to go for this, so
Please
they have
don't
the
flip
realm.
this. Please don't flip
They
this.
have the realm.
G2 Baron.
They still want to flip it with this extra damage. As the Vi threatening there, the ult comes out and Hansama is going to respect this one. Yike is getting pretty low in the pit though. G2 find themselves against the wall here as Weiwei is trying to threaten up to the Yone. The burst damage is there. They take out Broken Blade, and that might just be enough as Yike is left alone.
There it is! There it is! That's the win! Get the Baron! Yes! There it is! Get the kills! Get the kills! Yes! Bro, that's what I'm talking about! That's the game-winning play! Bro! Of course I'm not gonna doubt them, bro! Of course I'm not gonna doubt them! Kill him! Kill him!
At the end, he is of course going to
Get the
escape.
kill!
It looks very likely.
Okay, you can have one, you can have one! You can have one! Bro, I don't fucking care if I'm European. I'm telling you, I told you in spring. The Shy is winning worlds. Bro, you think I'm a doubter? You think I'm gonna backtrack? That ain't happening. That ain't happening. I am backtracking on nothing. What is G2 doing? What are they doing? Go Baron! Go home! That's a free win! That's 2-0!
I think their goal was to just get the TP out of the Shy, but
that's 2-0 right there, baby.
Before he spent it, it was an easy play from Weibo, and now they find themselves with a
and it's sole point. It's sole point.
Looking for that Mountain Soul. We talked about those.
Jungle is 3 levels up.
So important.
3 levels up.
Despite the gold deficit that Weibo had earlier on in the game, I mean, this is really going to be the most important fight right now because this is a Cassante with Mountain Soul. You cannot give that up.
Yeah, and already on this Red Bull Baron power play, about 4,000 gold already into the hands of Weibo.
Show it to me, Xiaohu.
Look at G2, they're all in the river.
Show it to me, Xiaohu.
To challenge this one, Hansama has the cleanse this
Don't let him walk up.
But now he is down that for the ensuing team fight. Let's see.
Don't let him walk up. Drink the soul.
Or if they just want to get this Mountain Soul, G2 make.
Don't let him see it. Don't let him see it.
Go for the engage, it totally whiffs. And now
Kill the Rel.
alone, as in the frontier, Crisp is taking a huge amount of damage.
Caps down.
It's isolated on the bottom.
Die.
He's gonna go
Die.
down.
Where's the Shy?
Some potential of this Weibo gaming composition. They're looking
This is it. This is it.
The feathers do nothing. And
5 for 0. 5 for 1.
Wipe them up in the bottom river. They will take the Mountain Soul, and now they are sitting.
It's
on
over.
The throne
This
of
is done.
game.
This is done and dusted.
Weibo just dismantled
This
G2.
is completely lost.
Into this fight because of the soul. And G2
Stop saying fucking traitor. Listen,
again, but unlike D+,
any other team, and I'll support G2. But the amount of doubters all year saying that I'm dumb, stupid, Weibo sucks, the Shy is washed, all of them are washed, Xiaohu's trash, Spring King only, Light is complete trash, 5th best AD, Crisp, fraud world champion. I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm not. I've dealt with it all year. Fuck you! Weibo's insane! They're crazy! And you will accept and you will bow down when they win.
Even if you kill her,
and I will make sure.
Is lost in the interim. And like I was saying in the draft, it comes
You
to
see
be the
that?
case
I'm a
again,
fan
is
of
that
whoever
we're probably
plays the best league right now, and it's the Shy. That's
you
right,
have
Wunder.
to fight together. You have to all be on the
That's
same
right.
page, but you can't just give up a dragon. They didn't have prio. It was always going to be forced.
That's right,
Definitely
Wunder.
a rough position for them, and Weibo Gaming, they were born
This
in
is
this
GG.
kind of scrappy style of gameplay, and they are just going to thrive in it here at the end of this game. So this is going to get pretty interesting.
That's
I mean,
GG.
Broken Blade, he's down here on the bottom side trying to get something done. We even have objective bounties in this game, something you don't often see, but it is that one-sided so far after the huge turnaround from Weibo Gaming.
You can't deport me, I'm in Korea.
I mean, there's so many things to factor in. When we looked at how the early game played out, it was
Why do
just
you think
the
I came
bot side
here?
of the map that was getting these huge advantages, but Han summoned multiple times. We saw him getting caught out, and in every single fight, Chris
Why
was
do you think I
forcing
retired
his
from
summoner
casting?
cells out, forcing
Okay,
the ultimate
if I was to go
out,
to the
just
LEC
really
studio
well-placed
next year,
ultimates or CC.
I don't know if I'm coming
Broken
back.
Blade was supposed to be someone who
Can't catch me
outscales
now.
the side lane and could be someone that the Shy can't match, but you look at the itemization, 3 fully completed
Can't
items
catch me
for the
now.
Shy. Broken Blade barely working on his second. The reality is that G2 don't really have any easy win
Wait till they
conditions at
win
this
Worlds.
point, and in the
You're
fights,
gonna
Weibo's
mute
just
me on
executing
Twitter
better.
and block my stream if Weibo wins Worlds. I'm telling you. I'm gonna find every single person's chat log in the chat, and I'm gonna find one time where he said, the Shy fraud, Weibo sucks. I'm gonna find it. Every single one of them is gonna be screenshotted. You will be exposed. You will be shamed.
Together because Weibo has so much map control. And again, at this kind of moment in a game like this where you're 7,000, 8,000 gold behind, it's hard to criticize G2's choices they can make from here because there aren't really
The stream
any good
lost
ones.
5k viewers instantly. All the G2 fans are mad!
We'll just have to wait and see how Weibo Gaming are going to try to put the nail in the coffin on this one. We got Baron in about a minute 15. Definitely going to be the next one to look towards, and pretty early Elder Dragon that is going to be spawning.
See you later!
4 Drakes that have been picked up.
Who the fuck
pretty
is that in
quick
chat? His name is
succession
The Shy's a fraud. Well,
by
mods!
LPL's 4th seed.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. Baron is what Weibo is waiting for, and you look at the minimap.
Listen, G2 can win Worlds, but I don't know if the Shy and Weibo are ever making Worlds again. So it has to be the year. This is it. This has to be the year. There's no other choice.
Already in a great map state. The resets have now come through. Gold has been spent. And with the Baron spawning in 40 seconds, this is going to be G2's last chance to turn this game around.
And it's going to have to be a big Rel ultimate, a big ultimate from Broken Blade, some type of combo here, but with no vision, no entry into this pit. I mean, you mentioned they were clearing some vision, but it's already replaced. And that was on their side of the map, not in the river, as you mentioned, not in these choke points. And Broken Blade down here, 2 levels behind the Shy, does finally have that Infinity Edge online, but it is just too little too late. And if you can't see, you can't fight. And that's the problem here for G2 approaching this Baron. 12 seconds to go. Weibo, they get this.
What?
And it's going to guarantee them Elder if the game goes that long.
What did G2 tweet?
The Infinity Edge is now finished for
What did
Broken
they tweet?
Blade, so at the very least he does have a second major item. Cap's now completed 3rd, level 16 for him. Mickey.
They're trying to go
Yo!
for something here.
Yo!
Combo, they finally found the engage, and they take down one of the most important members. That's a double kill now for G2. They find a miracle engage, and this is right when the Baron is spawning. G2, let's see what they do with this now.
I mean, the Shy and Weiwei here are going to try to contest this. G2 took a lot of damage
Wait.
on that engage,
Wait.
but they have
Hold
damage
up,
to
hold
this
up.
Baron
What are you
now.
doing?
Let's see what Weibo do.
Every single ultimate
Guys!
from G2, they have to find a way to keep Weibo
Guys,
out
I
of
would have
it.
kept... Bro!
They gotta keep Weiwei out. They gotta keep the Shy off of their backs. This guy is like a juggernaut right now. Can you stop this Cassante? I'm not sure. That's the Baron is gonna go the way of G2, but what about the ensuing fight? They get Caps on the top side of this one. He's the first to go down. Bit of an engage from Mickey X. A little bit. Hansama
Light!
against Light, and he will be
No,
able to
no,
hold
no!
it. G2 are turning
The
this
Shy!
fight in their favor
The Shy!
after they get the Baron. And Weibo, it was looking potentially good with the
Xiao, who's
team.
TPing?
Cassante
Why is he
not looking
TPing?
so good anymore.
Hit
They're
him!
shut down.
Hit him!
Just
Now!
one more
Get
going
them!
into the hands of
Hans is
Hansama.
one, Hans is
As
one.
Weiwei's
Kill.
still on the chase, maybe just
No,
a bit
they're gonna get
desperate.
away.
The rest of them are getting out.
No, you
Yes.
missed!
Might have to give his life for it, but man, G2 took a huge step in the right direction. That's 2 kills for Xiaohu on the backside of it.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Chaos we expected from this game. I told you guys it was going to be bloody.
Not bad, not bad, not
27
bad.
kills here in
That's fine,
29,
it's
and they all
fine.
just kind of
Yo,
streamed
chill
together
out,
there on
everyone
the
relax,
Baron
we're
fight.
fine.
And the
Yo, my stream!
27 kills here in 29, and they all just kind of streamed together there on that last Baron fight.
And the Elder spawns
Oh
in
my
40
god.
seconds. The G2
I thought I just got
members
banned
will
from
respawn,
YouTube or something.
What an intense situation. G2 now find themselves in after being dominated through the vast majority of this game. A sliver of hope has opened, and Han Sama, what a clutch performance.
We're good.
Him.
You should be? What do you mean I should be? What do you mean I should be?
Weibo's damage here, and because it's Kai'Sa that he's with, and with this lethality into Nashor's too, the sustained damage isn't as strong with the Kai'Sa. So if Xiaohu is down, yeah, you have this tanky front line.
You asked for an intense game, here it is. Yeah,
up
Elders
fight.
in 5.
This
Don't
fight,
fuck it
though,
up.
Is likely going to be the one that decides the
Don't
game.
fuck it up.
Weibo Gaming rushing back with the Shy, rushing back with Xiaohu. Neither of them have teleport. They have to walk back here, trying to get pile forward. What will be the game deciding objective?
Yeah, you can tell it's G2. Everybody's here. They want to make this fight a bit different than what the Soul fight looks like.
Okay, we caught up.
Of course, where they got kind of pulled apart. They overextended in
Don't
some
fuck
of
this
their
up.
engagement
Xiaohu has
potential. We
flash.
saw
Caps
there
has no
to pick
flash. He has
Xiaohu.
Zhonya's.
It comes down to
Don't
teamwork.
fuck
It
this
comes
up.
down to 5 members engaging in a wombo combo scenario for G2. If they're
Don't
gonna
fuck
get
it up.
the fight in their favor. Let's see if they
Please
can
don't fuck it up.
exactly that. The Shy this time on the front lines, but Yike is right there, just waiting for it. But they
Oh, we got the Saya! He forgot to press R! No! No! Light! Please! Please! Light! Light! No! No! How did you throw this? I hate you! How did you throw this? I hate you!
Actually
No!
managed to do it.
No!
G2 find an incredible 5v5.
No!
The Elder
What the
Dragon is up
fuck?
for the taking.
What?
G2 are not going down without a
No!
fight.
And Weibo opted into that fight. They cleared vision in the Elder Pit, but they decide to go
What?
in. And we're gonna
How?
go a little bit
You had an
further back. Now,
8k
this was
gold
a
lead
really
and
defining
Soul.
moment, though, because this pick was what
What?
allowed G2 to
What?
win the Baron fight and get control of the map to even have the opportunity to contest this. But blowing up Xiaohu means that you can see Light is trying to offer
What?
damage here, but it is so little. And ultimately, in this follow-up here, they just don't have the numbers they need. Caps here on the backside of this fight.
This is
and
fucking rigged.
there's
This is
no
rigged.
damage, there's no follow-up.
This is
Caps
rigged. That's
goes
fucking
low.
rigged.
He is
That's
taken
rigged.
out here, but Han
Yo,
Sama
that's
just
rigged.
rip through those
What?
bars to give him enough time.
Oh my
Light
god.
out of mana as well.
Maybe they can't
this
end.
fight
Maybe they
leads
can't
to
end.
one opportunity
Yo,
for
can they end
G2.
with Elder? No way,
You
right?
see
They
the
can't
clear
end. Can
vision
they
in the
end? Can they
pit,
end? Can they end?
But Weiwei decides to
But
go in, trying to
Hasaya
get
is
Han
OP. It's
Sama
rigged.
here. And the wombo combo you
Where is
pointed out,
Xiaohu
Valdez,
going?
the follow is
No.
fantastic. It is nasty, and this is exactly what we're talking about. We talk about circles, we talk about Yone ults, and it all comes together here for G2.
In Europe, we call that a 3k Elo shockwave. Spectacular from Caps. He finds so many members. A triple kill for him.
Listen.
Coming up absolutely clutch for the team. Fantastic from G2. You guys talked about the
How much Elder have they got left? A minute 40?
The Elder is secured. 17 to 17 is the kills. The gold is even. What is this game?
It's a great one.
It's Elder against Mountain Soul at this moment in time, and this is going to be pretty interesting to see how G2 can utilize the next minute and a half that they have with this Elder Drake, what they can get out of the map at this point.
It's not synced up with Baron, of course, that's since fallen off a while ago. A minute 20, as you mentioned, but there's still so many turrets up here to break through. They can't threaten any inhibitors, so as long as Weibo Gaming just group together here, they will sustain some damage, but it doesn't look like G2 is going to be able to end the game off of this alone, despite getting a massive swing in gold as well. There's still just a little bit behind.
Just a couple waves.
How crazy
two waves
has been.
2 waves.
It's been just insanity. And
Two
at
waves.
this point, G2, they're trying to get as much out of this Elder Drake push as
Give the inhib, give the
possible.
inhib. Yo, Zhao, come back.
If you get a
Weibo
pick,
can't do it.
If you get a pick, I mean, you
Zhao,
can
come
in
back,
this game.
please.
Weibo have to respect this and give this
40
inhibitor
seconds.
up.
Just this wave.
It's pretty interesting to see how
This
G2
wave.
can manage this. Still
This wave.
40 seconds on
This
the
wave.
push.
Hold.
Weibo, are you
No!
going for the pick? No, they
No!
just
You
Xiaohu
fucking-
in the front. He's just
No,
gonna be taken out for
no,
free. Look at that.
no, kill him somehow. Please, someone, do something. That's Shy! Look at him go!
In that backline, the Shy trying to
Get the
be
wave.
a hero.
Just hold one wave. No, not again. No,
Left on
it's
the
one
side
more
of the
wave.
field.
No,
They do
no,
have a
no.
wave, though.
Not again.
That is going
Just
to give
hold
them
one
a
more
chance
wave.
here.
One more
Some
wave,
extra
please.
time for
One
the
more wave.
Elder Buff to
Come on, not
fall
again.
off. 20 seconds
No,
left
not
here
again.
for
Not again.
G2.
No, please. Just one wave. It's all you have to hold.
The Nexus
Not
towers to get
again.
that kill on the
What?
Xiaohu. They're
One
looking
wave.
to
Just
end the
hold
game
it.
right now.
Please.
I mean, Xiaohu,
Please.
he's been picked
One wave.
again.
Light.
Here we go again.
No!
The light, he's all alone. He
No!
gets taken out.
Hold the
That's
wave.
going to be a
Defend the base, the
big
Shy.
Weiwei. He's getting burned out.
No!
1 second
No!
on the Elder Drake buff, and they don't have quite a wave. They've got
No!
one
The Shy.
minion in
Do something! Do something! Do the Aatrox thing! Do that again! Yes! Yes! Do the Aatrox thing! Yes! Yes! No! Maybe! Maybe! No! No! Maybe! Yes, they held! Xiaohu's back! Yes! TP! TP! They did it! They held the wave! They held the... No! 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 He's TPing! He's stunned! Get Caps! Come on, all the waves! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get Caps! Please! 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 Yes! We held. Whoa! Shut up! We're in the game.
Can't take this, guys. This is too hard.
We're in the game. Shut up. Shut up. We're in the game. Yo, chill out. Chill out. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
They still have those members alive. Now Xiaohu used his teleport. I mean, this is going to be a long replay to break down, but critically here, Weibo managing to clear the wave after Xiaohu's death. Once again, this all starts off with Xiaohu.
We're getting Baron. Yo, go back to live.
Kaisa just doesn't have the
Go
damage.
back to live.
It's the Shy who has to really force this, but keeping the minions out here is what buys enough time, because Weibo need to buy time for the Elder to go off. They need to keep these turrets up and then get Xiaohu's respawn. At this moment in time, it's 30 seconds until he's
That's what would have happened to LNG. Just one more wave.
Lifetime here in order to pull it off, targeting down those minions as best as they can. Look at the Shy just on the edge of
He did it.
Elder
The
bomb
Shy did the
there.
Aatrox
It
thing.
times out, they make their last stand.
The stopwatches were absolutely insane. The Shy does so much great work on the back line. Oh my god, the GA being procced by Broken Blade. It's just an incredibly fine line to walk.
Xiaohu's back.
The fact that
Hold the waves.
are playing on
We're
the
good.
edge,
We're good. We're good. We're good.
absolutely insane.
We're good.
I mean,
We're good.
we knew this one was going to be crazy.
We're good.
I wasn't expecting this. This is like next level.
Yo, go
man.
back to
I mean,
live.
look,
We've
he's
seen it.
holding on just
We've seen
barely.
it. They
Clearing the
content.
wave's so important for
We
them.
held.
They stopped the teleport of Broken Blade as well. If he actually gets that teleport
Yo.
up, maybe he and Caps will have enough to burn the Nexus down. Nice deny there. He'll be able to pick up some kills.
Are they
on the back
ending?
of it as
Is it
well.
over? Am I gonna
Caps
come out in
keeps
Weibo's
trying his
one?
best, gets
Is
it
that what
down
you're gonna
with
do to me?
health, but that's all he can do. What an insane game. I mean, that defense from Weibo was like a tightrope. You're riding a unicycle on a tightrope. That's how dangerous.
What
it is.
happened?
That's how
They're probably on the
dangerous
second or
were.
third Elder
And
by
you can
now.
see G2 getting hyped. They're so close there in the coach's
Okay, 40 seconds.
coach's booth. But
They have no
ultimately, Weibo
TPs.
Gaming
They have no
back in control.
TPs. They have no top wave.
Mountain
They have no ward.
Soul is permanent. The Elder
have a
Bomb
ward.
temporary.
They have a ward.
30
You see that
seconds
ward?
until another fight. I'm not going to say
see
this
that
is
ward?
going to decide the game because you never
Yo,
know.
yo.
Not with a series like
Caps
this, a
CT's
game
up
like
soon.
this.
Well, the
Guys,
Baron,
don't give them
it was
mid-wave.
taken
Where are you
pretty
going? They can run it down
Push
mid.
They
Hold,
have
please.
a
Look at Caps.
one
Yo,
cannon minion
yo, yo, yo,
that
yo.
is moving up there. Gerald trying to make
Scooby.
a play in
No,
mid
no, no,
by
no. He's gonna
himself.
wave. He's gonna
Meanwhile,
wave.
Caps is running at the base.
Ult
He says,
him.
okay, you can take Elder. I'm gonna
Ult
take the base,
him.
but he's gonna be
Die.
hit, and uh-oh, he's got the stopwatch, the Zhonya's to help him live. Yike.
Play slow, play slow, play slow, play slow, play smart, play slow. Think. The Shy, don't do the Shy thing again. Don't do that. It hit!
There's one. Immediately cleanses and will get out for now.
He's dead! He's dead! Kill the Zoya! Kill the Zoya! Kill the Zoya! The Shy! Kill the Zoya! No!
Here comes the wobble combo. They fight.
Xiaohu! Xiaohu!
And Xiaohu goes in.
No! No!
Let's go!
No!
Perfectly able
No!
to keep this team safe. And G2, they're able to take the lead in a huge manner. Triple kill for Hansama. And they will win this game.
Let's go, boys! Fantastic play from G2. They're going to look to end the game.
What an amazing turnaround. It may be Hansama who falls early, loses GA, but he's able to buy enough time, and Broken Blade finds the engage.
No
Inhibitor! Inhibitor!
No.
Inhibitor! No.
It's over. D2 did it, and it's a fanfare on the stage now. People going insane in this arena after that one. What a game we just had, gifted to us by G2 and Weibo. And I have to say, Vedius, I was a little worried there in the mid game. You know, I thought maybe you cursed them, but it turns out Vedius comes in and they win.
But boys, my job here is done.
Thank you so much for joining us, Vedius. If he didn't join, I don't know if G2 could have gotten it done, but you know what? At the thinnest of margins, they pulled it off. Weren't able to kill the Nexus with Caps, but in the follow-up fight before the Elder...
Hey, Caps is dead.
Caps is dead. You gotta be hyped about this one. This may be the best game of Worlds so far, and nearly 50 kills across these two teams. What an insane nail-biter, because if Weibo, they defend that, they win that ball fight on Elder, the game was opened up in their favor as well. And it was these really clutch engages from Broken Blade in the fights they won. Caps as well with that massive Orianna ult to set up the Wombo next to Elder. I mean, the coaching staff as well exhausted, because you're going to be on the edge of your seat that entire game.
I mean, that was, like I said before.
Oh, you gotta love to see this too.
I expected a great game. I didn't expect it to be one of the best I've ever cast. I mean, that was insane. Some of those team fights were on such a knife's edge. You really didn't know. I mean, G2 one false maneuver in the base. Maybe Weibo able to get a push off with the Baron. Not meant to be. And Hansama able to beat it out there at the end. He waits until the exact moment, and G2 are able to turn it around.
This team is something special. It's got fantastic fans, very popular always in Korea, always have been. The crowd very excited to see them take the win here. It's just, there's something about the stage atmosphere here, the coaching booth, the tension that you love to see. This is what Worlds is all about. Jumping up and down in the W, embracing, because this is going to push you to 2-0 here in Swiss.
No, yes. He's pulling off the One as well. Oh, man. Just the emotions running super high on the side of G2. Understandably, I mean, that was just fantastic. And like you mentioned, Wolf, 2-0, so now G2 in a great spot. They got to face off against some strong teams, potentially in best of threes, but if you win those, who knows? The sky's the limit for this team. They're able to take out Weibo. We'll have to see what else they have in store.
I mean, that series absolutely lived up to the hype. I don't know if anything
Really
for the rest of the night's going to match that. That was such a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was insane. And guys, we have even more on the way, but we're going to toss to a break. And when we come back, we will be talking with Broken Blade afterwards to see his thoughts.
There's
on
no
how
fucking way they threw that
We'll
fucking
see
game. That game was unthrowable. Absolute fucking shit. That's fucking pathetic. That's pathetic. Bro, what is wrong with them? That is disgusting. That is cringe. That is horrible. That's fucked up. That's not right. That's not cool. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck's sakes, fucking... How the fuck did I even do that? How is that possible? How is that even possible? How is that even possible? Mountain Soul, Baron, 8k gold lead. Lose! I'm done.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I'm getting a fraud mug. What are my mods doing? Yo! Listen, Europe, listen. It was nothing personal, okay? You were just another pawn in the way of the Weibo destruction train, okay? If it was any other team, I would have supported G2. But you cannot stand in the way of Weibo and the Shy. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it was me playing. And I was watching myself. It doesn't matter. What is this? I've got your passport details and I've done you the favor and... Shut up!